Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WSM's live Friday night commentary of Collingwood v the Bulldogs. I am coming to the game slightly delayed. I do apologise for that. Just had some technical issues over here in Sweden, and we're going to get into the match. Huge contest, this one. The Doggies have just drawn first blood with the first goal, and the umpire throws it up. Neither ruckman can get the ball. Penderbury in there, and it's going to be the Dogs. Beautiful handball, beautiful flurry out there for the Dogs. As I'm just getting all my stuff, just getting everything. So Treloar, beautiful drilling pass to Aaron Norton. So if anyone out there is tuning in, please drop a comment in the live commentary. I'd appreciate that. So Aaron Norton, left boot comes in. And the Dogs are off to a flyer here at the MCG. 2 straight 12. Magpies yet to score. So beautiful play by the Dogs. And what a better way to start for Adam Treloar. There was a little bit of spice in this contest pre-match. So the umpire, Grundy, gets his hands on it first. Ball in dispute. And it's DeGoey. Kick smothered. Treloar's in there. But it's the Dogs who work it out yet again. Drilling ball to Bontempelli. Beautiful. There it was Josh Dunkley who kicked the footy. So Josh Bruce, the former Saint, comes in on the left. And the Dogs have started this one beautifully. 3 straight. So the Magpies yet to score. So it was a beautiful kick by Dunkley to Bruce there. And I'm not sure who's tuning in, but if you are tuned in, please, can you please drop a comment so I feel like I'm not alone here on this commentary. So it's Grundy, Tim English in the ruck. Neither ruckman can get it. And Penderbury wins the clearance. Scrubby kick. And it's Dogs who pick it up on the half back line. Bontempelli chips the ball. Treloar. No, it's actually McRae. Swoop and handball over. And the ball's in dispute. Grundy's there. Neither side can get it. So, my check, Berman left boot. Hoskin Elliott takes the mark, 60 metres out. He looks like he's going for home. From downtown, the Pies And the ball's left, should I say right of the post. So Caleb Daniel brings the ball back in. It's the old 1-2. And Josh Dunkley, swooping handball. And Tim English takes the mark, lowers the eyes. Beautiful. Aaron Norton plays on immediately. Sets the ball up long, high, and strong. But it's Darcy Moore. Takes the mark. Swooping handball over Elliott. And the Pies are off and away. And it's Pendlebury on the left boot to DeGoey. And there's no one forward of the 50. But look at this. Mason Cox in the square, as easy as you like. And the American Pie scores the first goal for Collingwood in season 2021. And that was beautiful transition play by the Magpies. It's a much better play there. Just the chain of handballs. The Dogs' mids were probably caught out of position a little bit. And the Pies just threw that beautiful chain of handballs. Pennery, long boomer kick. And I'll tell you what, DeGoey, it was a good kick to the top of the square. And Mason Cox managed to run onto it. So English gets the tap down. And Bontempelli taps the ball to his own advantage. But the ball's in dispute. DeGoey, Grundy, Pennebury, ball smothered. It's DeGoey again. Gets there, tackled. Quick kick forward for the Pies. Oh, it's a worm burner. And the Dogs pick the ball up through Bailey Williams. He kicks long. Tim English takes the mark in the center of the ground. Lowers the eyes. And beautiful kick to Josh Bruce. Bruce. A little bit hesitant, but he's going to go long and strong to the top of the square. Looking for Mitch Wallace, unable to hold the mark. Ball in dispute. And the ball's over the boundary line. And the ball will be thrown in about 30 metres out from the Magpies' goal. So Grundy works his way. Was he pushed out? Tim English gets a quick handball. And it's cleared by the Magpies. It's 2-on-1. Can they get the advantage? The ball trickles towards the boundary. And there's a little bit of argy-bargy. Oh, we love that from the players. So welcome to WSM's live commentary of Friday night football. So it is the Western Bulldogs leading currently 18-7 as the Dogs control the ball in the half back line, just playing slowly at the moment. Probably just taking a little bit of, I suppose, steam out of the Magpies at the minute. So they come inboard. Bontempelli takes the mark. A very measured approach by the Dogs. Lowers the eyes. Was that 15? The umpire says yes. And Patrick Lipinski takes the mark. So they go through the middle yet again, and they're going to go to the fat side, the Bulldogs. So they're trying to work their way and kick long. Kick long through Gardner. But it's a free kick to the Dogs. Lolls the eyes. I love that mullet. Mitchie Wallace takes the mark. They're 65 metres. He had a very slow approach by the Dogs. So Mitch Wallace just sets up the footy, and beautiful there by Moore. Just completely destroys any chance that the Dogs had of marking the footy. So anyone watching, please drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. So Collingwood through Dacos, get this scrubber a kick. Comes out over the back, and the Dogs manage to pick it up. Lipinski, Bruce, and Cox was there. Neither one can mark it. So thrown in, Cox gets the tap. Dacos runs into a brick wall. Is that holding the footy? No. It's play on. I'd like to welcome anyone joining in on the live feed. Please drop a comment on my live. I'd appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the game. So Mason Cox taps the ball to his own advantage. Ball's in dispute. Neither side can get it. Here comes Adams over the top. Beautiful handball there through Noble. Collingwood, chip ball. And it's a race on. Oh, but it's over the line. And I'll tell you what, it's exciting here at the moment. Caleb Daniel, love that little player. Yeah, that is actually true. Yes, it is. G'day, Riley. Yeah, that is true. Yes, they do. Yes, there is vending machines with fish and chips. So the Dogs kick the ball long, but beautifully cut off there by Jeremy Howe. And all of a sudden, after a quick start, I suppose the game has sort of settled a little bit after a flying start from the Dogs. Up and about, kept in. Beautiful play there, but it's cut off by number 34 of the Dogs, who is Bailey Williams. And we get a throw in centre wing on the Great Southern Stand side. And look at that beautiful vision coming from the MCG live. Ball thrown in. Cox pushed out his opponent. And it's a free kick to the Western Bulldogs. Stephen Martin will get the footy. And I'll tell you what, the big fella's looking fit in round number one. For 33, 34 years of age, he's looking really fit. So Martin chips the ball. And it's Hunter, Adam Hunter. Chip ball, Bailey Williams quickly plays on. Looks deep. And Bontempelli trickles over. And we'll get a throw in at the 50-yard line at the Bulldogs attacking end. So Martin gets a quick tap to Goey. Quick screw punt kick. Callum Daniel tries to keep his feet, gets their first day. Crosses around the contest, but it's the Dogs. Ball still in play. Can they get it? Taylor Adams is there. Will it be holding the ball? Ball in dispute. Comes out. Callum Daniels in and under. Collingwood try to get the advantage. Neither side can get the advantage at the moment. It's hotly contested. Quick kick, Dogs. And it's hold the ball. Great Collingwood. I've got people writing to me on the other line. So it's Collingwood. Kicks long. That's going to be in the back. And Bailey Dale gets the free kick. Quick chip over to Lockie Hunter. And the ball, the game's all of a sudden just slowed down. Just, I suppose, tempo footy at the moment. So it's Lockie Hunter. He's going to kick long to the forward line. Mason Cox over the top, unable to take the mark. And Mychek. And it's going to be the Pies. Quick ball in the middle, but it's scooped up by the Dogs through Bailey Williams. Kicks long. Mitch Wallace keeps it in play. Does it stay in? No, it doesn't. And we'll get a throw in 25 to 30 metres out from goal for the Dogs. So the umpire throws the ball high, up and under. And the Dogs through Mitch Wallace. It's going to be Bailey Smith who gets there first. Picks up the footy. A low worm burner into the forward line. Bruce picks up the ball. Bontempelli's in and under. Mitchy Wallace comes out the back. Quick snap. Will it be a goal? No, marked by Moore on the last line of defence. Also, a rumour has it that Zlatson is coming from Sweden. Yeah, he is, mate. He's back in the Swedish squad for the upcoming Euro qualifiers. So, yes, that will be interesting to see at age 39, my friend, Riley. So, hopefully I can get over to the Euros this year, my friend. Going to be really probably, yeah, as I say, bucket list. And it'll be huge if I can manage to do so. The Fountain of Youth at the State Aquatic Centre, eh? So it's Pennebury kicks long. Mason Cox takes the mark. Quick. Oh, no, he's unsure, the big fella. He's about to go to two different options. So he kicks long. Long and strong. Elliott drops what he should have taken. They keep it in play. Hoskin Elliott, but it's smothered beautifully there by the Dogs. And who was that? I'm still trying to learn the plays. Josh Dunkley. So to all the listeners out there, please drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. So he picks up the footy and unable to go anywhere at the moment. I'll be back in 2 secs. Oh. So the disposal count at the moment, Doggies 97, Collingwood 61, and the efficiency 79 to the Magpies 67%. And Degoe, was he in his back or is it holding the ball? So free kick. So Grundy with a free kick. Lowers the eyes and beautifully hit up there. Great pass. So he managed to hit up Tyler Brown. Kicks long. Tim English gets the ball first. DeGoey tackles Bontempelli. But he's claimed him too high, and it's a free kick to the Dogs. And it's going to be the Dogs who counter. So beautiful, a long kick by Stephen Martin. Treloar picks up the football, lowers the eye, chip ball, and going to go across ground, but probably a mistake there. So it's a foot race. Is that deliberate? Is that deliberate? Yes, it's deliberate. And the Dogs bring it back in through Patrick Lipinski. And they're going to play tempo football here, the Dogs. So Alex Keith with the footy. And he's going to go long to a leading Tim English. Smothered from behind by Moore. And the ball goes out 60 metres out from the Dogs' attacking end. So there's a few players. Jaden Stephenson there. Having a chat to the boys there. So it's the goalie, left boot. And that one's deliberate. So it brings it back into play. So Dogs, lower the eyes, but it's cut off there. Beautiful by the Magpies. So the scoring's really dried up here. And the Dogs go cross field. Dangerous kick. Under pressure, but gets out of it beautifully. And he's going to kick long. Is Bailey Dale. Through the middle. Liberatore, quick handball over. But that's got to be holding the ball. No, the umpire calls it play on. The ball's in dispute here in the middle. High up and under kick. Neither side can get advantage. Comes through English. Picks that footy up. What a hotly contested bit of play here. Treloar in and under. Liberatore. High up and under kick. Can someone mark it? Norton's there. Pies under pressure. Dogs. Norton gets a quick handball out. It's my check. It crashes the pack, but beautifully wrapped up in a tackle. Great passage of play there. Anyone watching, which is there's not many, please drop a line. I would appreciate it. So it's Grundy and Martin. Martin gets the tap. Bontempelli, quick snap, Liberatore, left boot. But he sprayed it left of the post. And the Dogs go out to a 2-goal even lead, 3-1-19 to 1-1-7 with 1:08 left on the clock. So it's Jeremy Howe, brings the ball back in, kicks it long, nearly on the full, but just touched there by Treloar. And we've got 1:01 left in this first quarter. It was all the Dogs early with a fast, blistering style of play. And then it's been pretty much dried up since with Mason Cox getting one back for the Magpies. So we're back into live play here. Treloar picks up the footy, unable to do so cleanly. They get it out the back. And a beautiful string of handballs from downtown. The Dogs. Is it a goal? No, sprayed it left of the post. And kicking that footy was Anthony Scott. Booming left foot. And it's Moore to bring the ball in. So Moore to Howe. Chip ball. Over to Jack Madgen. They're playing tempo footy here, the Pies. Don't want to give up another score. Inboard. So play on. They're going to get one last chance at scoring a goal this quarter. High, up and under, kick. Elliott, off the pack. Quick snap. Just to the left of the post. And that behind was through Josh Thomas. So we're going to go to quarter time with the Bulldogs leading 3-2-20 to Collingwood 1-2-8. As Bailey Williams brings in the footy, kicks long, and there's the siren for quarter number 1. And I tell you what, the Dogs would be happy with that start. I'll be back very shortly with this live coverage of Winter Sports Media Friday night football between Collingwood and the Western Bulldogs. I'll see you soon. Welcome back to live commentary here. I've just had some, just having a late brekkie. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. Just had some cornflakes with banana and a little dash of honey just on the top. So that was my quarter time fuel. Sorry for the late introduction to Friday night footy commentary, but I had a few technical issues. Oh, geez. Had a few technical issues. So here we go. So it's Stephen Martin Grundy gets the tap, and it's the big man Martin gets the ball, kicks high, up and under. Bruce with the footy, nearly takes the mark. Quick handball over. McRae. Bailey Williams. And it's the Dogs. Treloar. Going to be on the end of it. Keeps it in play. Neither side. It's still Treloar. Picks up the footy. Now that's elite midfield. The old 1-2. Dogs kick long left boot. Over the top. Pennebury tackled. That's holding the footy surely. And it's on the footy to the Dogs. Great contested pressure. And Aaron Norton didn't get the kick quick enough away, did Pendlebury. And I tell you what, I love that mullet. It reminds me of Paul Vanderhaar's mullet back in the 80s. And the Dogs. So Norton. The old right to left. Absolute mungler. And the Dogs draw first blood here in the second quarter, 4-2-26. They lead the Magpies 1-8. And we're only 1 minute and 8 seconds into the first quarter. Now, if anyone is watching, please drop us a line. Let me know what you think of the game. I want to be engaging with anyone watching this. There's only one person watching at the moment, but I'll tell you what, this is what we hope to do on Western Sports Media Commentary, is build that audience up. So please join me Friday night football. So Stephen Martin, Grundy, quick tap down. It's going to be a free kick yet again. And the Dogs get the free kick. Chip ball. So Anthony Scott, brand new young player. He's going to kick long with the left boot. High, up and under kick. But it's Darcy Moore who reads the ball best. And he takes the mark. He's going to go across the forward 50. To Quainer. Quainer kicks long. And Caleb Daniel takes the mark. Lowers his eyes. So it's the Dogs. So Mitch Wallace thinks he's got the distance. He comes in. Ball's on its way. It's going to fall to the top of the goal square. Neither side can get it. It's Collingwood. Where's the hold on the ball? Treloar. Snap high. Up and under. Ball still in play. No. It's one behind the stick. And the Dogs 4-3-27. Magpies 1-8. So Darcy Moore has the football. It's very slow, stagnant, moving by the Magpies. Chip ball. Over to Jordan Ruffhead. Oh! Howe flew as high as he could. Pendlebury picks up the football. Left boot. Will Hoskin-Elliott takes a juggler. Does the umpire pay it? No, he doesn't. Play on. So high, up and under. Now he's over the footy. Is Hoskin-Elliott. Ball trickles out. Treloar's there, but we're going to get a ball up. Grundy, beautiful. Tap down. Pennebury, right boot. Kicks long. Cox. Well defended there by the Dogs. Comes over the back. That's the big Mason. Is it off the boot? No. Good defensive effort there by Aaron Norton it was. And Dacos just couldn't get his boots a ball. But great all-round play by both sides. So the Dogs bring it back in. Marcus Bontempelli takes a mark. Lowers the eyes. Chip ball. He finds Josh Bruce. Bruce from about 3 kicks behind play. Jordan Roughhead picks up the football. And it's Collingwood through the middle. Degoe. This is what he specialises in. The old chip kick to the side. Hoskin Elliott picks up the football, but he's tackled. Managed to keep the ball in play. And it's Elliott in the pocket. So, it's been tough going by the Pies as far as scoring. We know Elliott can kick the footy, and he is quite good at these sort of tough set shot angles. I can't believe it. Jamie Elliott's 28 years of age. Comes in from the boundary. This is the one the Pies need. Straight through the middle. And the Pies hit back here in the second quarter. It's the Dogs who lead 4-3-27 to Collingwood 2-3-15 as we probably are about 5 to 7 minutes inside the second. So it was amazing. Hoskin Elliott actually just got the he got the chip ball. And here they come. So Martin to get the taps down, Bontempelli over the top, and it's the Dogs yet again through Jack McRae. Lowers the eyes, and he hits up a Doggies player on the 50-metre arc. So South Australian boy, has he got the distance? He likes his chances. And they get a 50-metre penalty. And it's going to make an absolute certainty out of this one. So Lachlan McNeil comes in as easy as you like. And the Dogs, they go out to an 18-point lead here in the second quarter. Nathan Buckley would be disappointed with that 50-metre penalty. And I'm sure he's going to send I suppose, strong message towards his player when he does get back on the bench. I'm not sure if anyone's actually watching the live broadcast at the moment, but if you are, please drop me a line. Tell me what you think of Friday Night Football, about the game. I want to see how you see it. Oh, that's pretty unlucky. So it was actually against Josh Thomas for getting too close to the man on the mark. So the umpire bounces the ball to the conveyor about the goal sign. It's the Dogs yet again. They kick long. Not quite in the forward 50. Timmy English is there, Bruce. But the ball's got a little bit too much zing on it and goes out of play. We can see Josh Dunkley has ran 3.9 kilometres already with the 11 disposals. So Grundy, beautiful tap down. Taylor Adams, that's the Dogs yet again. McRae kicks long, left boot. Norton, beautiful mark by Quainer. Plays on. One way, out the other. Norton, good pressure. Quainer kicks long. Down the centre wing, looking for Grundy. Grundy couldn't quite take the mark. English. Handballs over. It's Bontempelli through the middle. Nearly blindsided. The Dogs under pressure. Norton. Beautifully cut off there by the Pies. One way, out the other. Degoe. Lowers the eyes. This is their chance, but it's a shocking kick. And the Dogs are going to repel from the half-back line. So Bruce, quick handball over. So Dogs kick long to the top of the square. Norton. But Mitchie Wallace, left boot. And he's just missed to the right of the post. So it's the Dogs. Pick it up through McRae. Good kick to Treloar. Treloar. Beautiful ball, Bruce. Was a free kick. Pendlebury. Quainer. Took him on. Good pressure by the Dogs here. So Jordan Ruff there gets a quick kick out, but it's going to be the Dogs. Picks it up, Aaron Norton. Bailey Smith, should I say. Lowers the eyes to McRae. So this to really give the Dogs a good lead. Handball's off. That's strange. McRae gets it back. Shocking kick. I don't know what he was thinking there. Bailey Smith to Wallace. Dacos picks it up for the Pies. Pendlebury. But pressure all around. Was that deliberate? No, under a lot of pressure. Come on, guys. Get involved in the conversation. Ball thrown in. Grundy takes the ball out of midair, but he kicks it out on the full. And I think that's the kind of pressure that the Dogs even perceive pressure. And that's what it can do psychologically. Ball inboard. So Jack McRae, handball's off. Long kick from downtown. It's going to go to the square. Bruce is there, but the Pies keep it in. And they lower the eyes and kick it through Jack Crisp. And taking the mark there is Josh Thomas. So Noble, Quainer, kicks to the fat side. Okay, Darcy Moore takes the mark on the member stand wing. Good kick, and it's a good build-up by the Pies. Tyler Brown, he's got the ball, and he's going to look long towards the 50. High, up and under kick. Cox gets up there, nearly brings down the mark. The Dogs yet again. Treloar's there. Neither side can get the footy. Ball's in dispute. Grundy to Cox to Degoe. Snap, right boot. And he's just missed to the left. So the score is the Dogs leading 5-4-34 to the Pies 2-4-16. So the little man brings it back into play. Good long kick. English takes a clunk. Goes inboard. Risky. But the ball is marked by Josh Dunkley. Handball's off to English. Chip ball. And Taylor Duray. Back to English. So a little bit of a methodical build-up for the Dogs. He's turned the ball over. Not the greatest kick. And it's marked by Tyler Brown. Quick handball off. Pies tick long. Out the back is Elliott, but he's outnumbered, so he's got to work it. Who's there first? You got Caleb Daniel, picks up the footy, and neither side can get the advantage. So Pennebury, left boot. Caleb Daniel thought he took the mark there, but it's the Dogs who go down the line. And it's Mychek, keeps the footy in. Long kick, left boot. But great mark there by the Dogs. Last line of defence was Alex Keith. And it's the Dogs who've got the ball. The Bont takes the mark. Beautiful. The old two grabber. I feel like the Bont's going to take his game to even another high level this year. As soon as I say that, he sprays the kick. McRae picks up the ball. They lower their eyes, and Mitchie Wallace just drops the mark. Nearly took it. So McRae, high, up and under kick, left boot. Who's there? Dropped by the Pies. Under all sorts of pressure. But it's going to be Mychek. Lowers the eyes, chips the ball to the advantage. Oh. And he almost tunneled in there, did the Collingwood player in... I can't find him. But nonetheless, it's the Bulldogs who got the free kick through Anthony Scott. Kicks long, Mason Cox at the front of the pack. Cox gets the tap down. Treloar is there for the Dogs. And the Dogs, high, up and under kick. But Darcy Moore outworked his opponent. Beautifully done there. Outworked his opponent in Josh Dunkley. So 50-metre penalty to the Dogs. Should I say to the Pies? So Will Hoskin-Elliott. Been a big improver at the Pies. He likes his chances from downtown. Kicks through the footy, and I'll tell you what, it's good. And boy, do the Pies need that one. They strike back 3-4-22, trailing the Dogs 5-4-34. So it's good to see a close, hard-fought contest at the moment. And I'll tell you what, the Collingwood faithful love that one. So Collingwood get the chip out. Dacos surrounded Caleb Daniel. Good tackle. That's holding the ball to should I say against Dacos. So Daniel chips the ball and the Dogs work it through the corridor out the back. McRae, but here comes beautiful play by Quainer. Looping handball over, but it's the Dogs who wrap up their opponent. They manage to get the ball back. McRae gets the football. Looked for options, and it's Tim English through the middle. Will it be 50? No. I'll tell you what, good defensive pressure there by the Dogs, and good lead up to Tim English. He's going to have a shot from 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So English comes in. Good approach, but didn't kick through the footy. It slid off the side of the boot and gone through to the right of the post for only one behind. And the Pies bring in the footy through Braden Maynard. He kicks long. And Grundy picks up the football. Quick kick to no man's land. Will Hoskin-Elliott, handball over to Degoe. And here come the Pies shredded to the middle from downtown. Will it bounce? Will it bounce? No, just off line. And Josh Thomas just misses the goal. But they do strike back within a couple of kicks to the Magpies. So Caleb Daniel lowers the eyes. And it's a Liberatore. Chip ball. Magpies. Taylor Adams. Handball's over. Dacos. You would have thought he's got wrapped up too high to tackle there, and he does. Quickly plays on. High ball. Who's there? Degoe out the back. Hoskin-Elliott. Handball over. Degoe, right boot. Just missed. But good size for Collingwood here. Have been playing well, better in the last five or so minutes. So English lowers the eyes. And he finds Aaron Norton. Kicks long. Ball comes down to the front of the square. Dogs around. Mitchie Wallace. But neither side can get an advantage. And we're going to get a ball up. So McRae high, up and under kick. English. Will it fall out the back? Lockie Hunter was there. He's going to get up off the grass with the footy. So Stephen Martin works his way to the front. Mitch Wallace nearly pickpockets. Treloar Handball over. But they found a free kick. And that free kick is going to go to John Noble. So it's Jack Crisp with the footy. Looks long. Hoskin Elliott there. Isaac Quainer. And that's got to be holding the football. And it is the Dogs they play on. Hunter. Left boot. Puts it to the top of the goal square. Over to the back. Here come the Doggies. Oh, a little bit of Ronaldo. Beautiful play by the Doggies. And kicking the goal is... Oh, jeez. Vandermeer. So that's a goal. Score review, but definitely a goal. Vandermeer kicks the goal. So we're approaching half time, and it's the Bulldogs by 17 points here at the MCG. I've got one person watching me at the moment, so I'm not sure who you are, but if you could drop a comment, I would appreciate it. I do. The idea of me doing this is to try and build up my fan engagement, get better at my own skills, and yeah, I suppose at the end of the day, fans watch this, and I'd love to know what you think about this game. I think the Doggies are applying a lot of pressure to the Magpies at the moment, and that's pretty much the difference in the game. I think Collingwood, for the most part, were on top of this second quarter, but so far aren't able to capitalise. So Noble, kick smothered, and it's holding the ball. Liberatore picks it up, and it's advantage. Kicks long and lowers his eyes, and Joshy Bruce takes a mark. Good lead there. And I was just speaking about that pressure by the Dogs. And we saw another example of it there. They just seem a little bit more hungrier at the moment anyway. So Josh Bruce, he's kicked one so far in this game, and this to really put a dagger in the Magpies' hearts. Kicks the ball, won't make the distance, and the ever-reliable Brodie Grundy takes a beautiful defensive goal-saving mark. And that's a stat at the moment that Pies lead. So intercept marks are lead. They are leading in that stat 11-3. So slow build up by the Pies here. And they're going to go long down the wing are the Magpies. But taking the mark, cutting cross is Bailey Dale. Great mark there. So Bailey Dale lowers the eyes, and they're just going to run a little bit of time off the clock. So it was Alex Keith to Gardner. Gardner, they've gone a full. They're going one wing to the other. And we've got 50 seconds left in this first half. So English, Isaac Quainer, Grundy, handball over, Elliott, over to Dacos. Can he keep his feet? Bailey Dale, good pressure. The ball goes out. And there's some live pictures of his old man, Tony Liberatore, 1990 Brownlow medalist. Was a fine player back in his day. So can either side score late here in this second half? Should I say this first half? I don't think the Dogs are too keen. They're happy to run down the clock. So 22 seconds remaining. So Stephen Martin gets the tap down. Treloar picks up the football. Handball. But Collingwood, this is the last chance. Pendlebury, quick handball over. Long left boot. And that's a goal. And I'll tell you what, that's a big moment of the game. Jack Crisp, you can thank Pendlebury for that one. He drew his opponent in and the quick handball off. And Jack Crisp from downtown was able to finish. And all of a sudden, we've got a game at halftime. Collingwood, 4-6-30, trailing the Bulldogs 6-5-41. But you can just see there what Pendlebury did. He just drew his man, handballed it off to Jack Crisp, and on the beautiful left boot that he's got from downtown, 50 out, managed to kick the goal. That's exactly what the doctor ordered right on halftime. And Martin gets the tap. And we've got halftime. Good entertaining game of football here at the MCG. So it's the Dogs, 6-5-41. Collingwood, 4-6-30. So I hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm going to go grab myself a coffee, and I'll be back very shortly for this Winston Sports Media live Friday night football coverage. I'll see you soon. So it's half time here in the football. Western Bulldogs 6-5-41. Collingwood 4-6-30. Now, I notice there's one person watching. So can you please tell me who you are? It might be Pommy and Oz. Might be Riley. I'm not sure who is there. But if you are there, please engage with me. Please write something. Tell me what you think of the game so far. And looking forward to the second half. Here we go for the second half. Friday night football. So it's Grundy and Martin. Neither side, neither ruckman able to get the tap out. So Treloar lowers the eyes, but it's cut off there by the Pies. So Thomas, chip ball over to Pendlebury. So the game's well poised for this second half. Pendlebury launches a big barreling bomb downtown, but it's Martin who gets the crumb. And Lipinski over to Bontempelli. Bontempelli, silky smooth through the middle. Lowers his eyes. Over to Lockie Hunter. Hunter, swooping handball. Over to Taladre. Bontempelli arches his back. Will he have a ping? Lowers the eyes. But, well, taken there by the Pies on the last line of defence. And Madsen takes the mark. Chip ball, Will Hoskin Elliott on the wing. Beautifully done. Collingwood. And it's just that last kick that lets them down. And it's the Dogs yet again. So Bontempelli, Hunter, handball over, and long kick into the forward line. Through Waltermeer, and Bruce takes the mark. Should I say Vandermeer with a long kick to Bruce? I'll tell you what, Joshy Bruce has played a pretty good game so far. So he's going to come off his line. 1, 2, right boot, and does not connect. And you're really going to do better than that as a senior player. He came across from the Saints as I suppose, really a marquee forward. So it's the Pies. Chip ball. And he's going to play on Jack Madgen. Kicks long down the line. Good kick. And he finds Tyler Brown. So Tyler Brown kicks long. Stephen Martin works his way to the front. Bontempelli. Good handball through the middle. Liberatore gets tackled. But it's the Dogs. They lower their eyes. So quick handball over. And it's going to be over the top. Dogs under pressure. Wasn't holding the ball. And the Pies end up with a footy. And it's the old 1-2. So the Pies stream through the middle. They're playing well here. Puts it to the advantage. The goalie with the left boot. Screw punt over. And it's Will Hoskin Elliott who takes the mark into a forward 50 line. So Hoskin Elliott with the right boots. Ball's on its way. It smashes to the woodwork. Tell you what, Collingwood have been very inaccurate tonight, but that was a better lead-up of play. And it's the Dogs who lead by 10 points here in the early part of the third quarter. So the Dogs bring the ball back into play, high, up and under kick. Good mark there by Joshy Bruce, the former Saint. So Bruce chips the ball over and marking the footy on the outer wing is, I can't see the name at the moment. But nonetheless, the Dogs are just playing tempo football. And it's Alex Keith who goes across ground. So off comes the big Martin for the Dogs. So the umpire throws the ball back in. English outworked by Grundy. Lockie Hunter. Was it in the back to Hunter from DeGoey? No. We'll get a ball up. On the wings. So Grundy taps the ball down. It's Hunter. Through the Dogs. Liberatore picks it up. Hunter is absolutely racking them up. Silky smooth handball through the middle to Timmy English. Bontempelli lowers the eyes. Inboard. But Isaac Quainer for the Pies. Kicks the ball long and strong. But it ends up in the hands of Jack McRae. McRae lowers the eyes through the middle. It's going to be advantage. Pendlebury, one bounce. Two bounces. Through the middle, streaming. Lowers the eyes. Can he hit a target? Adams dropped what he should have taken. Now he's in trouble. And you think that's holding the ball. And the Doggies will take the advantage. So Hunter. You feel like the game's picking up a little bit of pace at the minute. As I've got 0-1. Oh, Bontempelli turns his opponent inside out long. Swooping handball. Opposite boot. In comes Tim English. But he's wrapped up in a tackle. And Jordan Ruffhead is playing a good game for the Pies. So Hunter gets the footy, lowers the eyes, and beautiful. In comes a sliding Aaron Norton. I'm going to remember times like this. I've got one viewer. I don't know who's watching me at the moment, but nonetheless, I'm giving this a red-hot crack. So Aaron Norton, ball's on its way. He split the needle through the needle, and I tell you, the Dogs needed that one. So the Dogs 7-5, 47. Collingwood 4-7, 31. And it's the Dogs by 16 points here in the third quarter. Tell you what, I love the hairstyle of Aaron Norton for the young fella. And it's good when you can back it up with actual pure talent and skill. So I suppose you can get away with having a hairstyle like that. So Aaron Norton, 6 disposals, 4 marks, 2 goals. And I'd say the next 10 minutes of play is huge in the context of this game. So we get the ball up. It's Cox who gets the old 1-2 through Pendlebury. Kicks long, but great mark there on the defensive 50 for the Dogs is Bailey Dale. Lowers the eyes, hits the ball. Bontempelli, Liberatore picks it up, crunching through the middle. And it's the Dogs out the back. They look long and strong. Will it get over the back to Wallace? Jeremy Howe was there. Last line of defense. Ball's in dispute. Wrapped up in a tackle. Isaac Quainer to Howe. Loop and handball. And they're going to clear the ball through Darcy Moore. And here come the Pies. One bounce. So it's Moore. Kicks long. A penetrable kick. Great build-up for the Pies. Will it get over the top? Yes, it will. And Hoskin Elliott runs into the open goal. Coast-to-coast football by the Pies. And they draw back the margin yet again to 10 points. It's the Dogs leading 7-5, 47 to Collingwood 5-7, 37. But you can thank that goal to Darcy Moore, took on the play, and that's what happens when you take risks in football. You have the opposition on the back foot. The midfielders were caught behind, and the Pies took full advantage of that and ended up with Will Hoskin Elliott getting a Joe the Goose over the top and running into the open goal. So we've got a game here in the third quarter, and you can thank, as I said, that goal was thanks to Darcy Moore, who set it all up. Quick play on, and everyone was out of position, and as easy as you like. Looks like he's built up in the off-season, Darcy Moore. So, through the middle, Taylor Adams gets the ball. So the Dogs. Beautiful there, sidestep. That was Bailey Smith, chip ball. And we're going to go long, but over the top. Here come the Doggies. Lowers the eyes. Norton. What's going to happen here? Left boot. It's a scrambling kick. And the Pies. Oh, they're stuffing around with it a little bit. John Noble with a risky handball. But it's going to be a clear kick by Darcy Moore. And we'll get a ball up right in front of the exchange. So ball thrown in. Neither ruckman could get advantage, and it's the Dogs. Bailey Dale lowers the ice in the forward 50. Pretty average kick. It's the Pies who get there first. Jack Crisp. Screw punt over the top. Keeping his feet there were the Dogs. The ball's still in play. No, the ball is out. So the Dogs kick the ball long through Bailey Smith. But it's a free kick going to the Dogs. And it's to Marcus Bontempelli. No, that's actually to Josh Bruce in the end. So Josh Bruce hasn't been all that accurate tonight. Has a ping, and as soon as I say that, that one's out on the full. Hasn't been Josh Bruce's night tonight. So Collingwood hanging around in this contest. Chip ball back to John Noble. Noble lowers the eyes. Tempo footy here from the Pies. And the Pies, they kick long to the outer wing. Stephen Martin for the Dogs gets there first. Dacos in and under. Good pressure by the Dogs. And neither side is able to get the footy. And welcome to whoever is watching. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this game. I've been sitting here for the last 40 minutes just calling the game by myself. So if you are watching, please drop a comment and tell me what you think about the game. So it's John Noble through the middle. Quainer. A slow and steady build up by the Pies. Kicks long. Ball falls over the top. Who's there for the Pies? There's no one. It's the Dogs with a defensive kick high, up and under. But Lockie Hunter takes the mark. Looping, handball. And the Dogs look like they're going to work this one out. Bontempelli on the right boot. Falls over the top. Here comes Aaron Norton. Who can keep their feet? It's Liberatore to Norton. Lowers the eyes. Look at this. As easy as you like. Handball. And the Dogs get another goal back. What a great team goal that was. And it was Bailey Smith who kicks that one. Bontempelli brought his teammate into the game. And I'll tell you what, the Dogs, every time Collingwood get a team lifter, the Dogs respond. And it's almost been the trend of the night after the Doggies kicked the first 3 goals of the game. So it's the Dogs who lead here at the MCG, 8-5-53 to the Pies, 5-7-37. And I notice there's 2 people watching me. Please type something, engage in the conversation. I would appreciate it. Because usually on a commentary panel, you have maybe 3, 4, 5 blokes. I'm doing it all by myself. So you guys are like my, co-commentators, so to speak. But beautiful team goal. And Bailey Dale, when you've got a hairstyle like that, mate, it's good to see him back it up. So the umpire, it's Martin, who gets the tap down. But there is a free kick to the Pies. Taylor Adams lowers the eyes, finds Elliott. He hangs on just. He's got a boom and kick, Elliott. He could kick this from downtown. But he's going to put it to the top of the square. Who's there? The big Mason Cox. The double grab. Did he hold it? No. Stephen Martin. The Dogs. They're going to work it out. But here are the Pies. Tries to Archie's his back. Elliott. But the ball's going nowhere. And there's Dogs everywhere around the play. And Collingwood were a little bit sloppy going forward there. But nonetheless, 15 metres outside of the goal scoring end for the Pies. Treloar. Tackled by Taylor Adams. And a bit of cheeky love right there to the boys, which I like to see because obviously Treloar's got a lot of respect down at the Pies. So the fact that he's at the Dogs was out of his control. It's all just to do with the salary cap and the Pies having to make future decisions. So the ball thrown back. King Grundy gets the tap. The goey picks up the football. Handballs over to Pendlebury. High up and on the kick on the left. But it's the Dogs who are back home there. And the mark is taken by Alex Keith. Alex Keith. Well, that was a scrubber of a kick. Yes, it was. And, is that holding the ball? No attempt. And it's a Doggies free kick for holding the ball. So they arch the back. They kick the ball long. Norton drops what he should have taken. Here come the Dogs. Beautiful chain of handballs. Oh, jeez. Tell you what, it's rough and tough out there in the MCG. Treloar. Neither side can get the advantage. Darcy Moore picks it up. John Noble drops what he should have taken. Treloar arches his back. Bailey Smith's there. Both sides are going hard in and under in the contest here on the wing. Noble unable to get a clean disposal. Pendlebury's lurking. And we're going to get a ball up here. Great passage of play. Desperation by both sides. We've got 2 people watching. Please drop a comment. Treloar gets the quick kick, but Darcy Moore, I'll tell you what, hasn't he been defensively sound today, Darcy Moore? He's playing his role. He's a really good half-back player, but he's so agile and tall, and he can pretty much play tall or small. So it's the Maggies. So Moore chips over to Jack Madsden. Kicks long. Mason Cox claiming the mark. Mason Cox, the big Mace, is not happy whatsoever. So John Noble through Pendlebury, kicks long. Elliott. It's a bit of a scrap the last 5 minutes in this game. So Noble. I'd still love to know who's watching me. So we need some clean play here. So it's the Dogs. They kick long in towards the forward 50. English. Unable to take the mark, but beautiful lead-up play. Pies. Both teams all over it. And they're going to kick long to the hot spot. Who's down there for the Dogs? Punched beautifully away by the Pies. And we'll get a ball in around 15 metres out from goal for the Dogs. Ball thrown in. Tap down. Quick snap. And he's just missed. So it's the Bulldogs. 8-6-54. Currently leading the Pies 5-7-37. As Darcy Moore comes off. Not sure if he's injured, but he's definitely getting some medical attention down on the boundary line. So the Pies bring it back in. Stephen Martin try to pick up the footy. Ball comes out the back. The goalie's there. Josh Bruce. And neither team able to get clean possession. We'll get a ball up. So Bailey Smith, chip ball, but John Noble, good on the half-back line, takes the mark. Now here's the opportunity for the Pies. They spread the ball. The Dogs have got numbers out the back. Picking up the ball. I still can't work out who 42 is. But nonetheless, the Dogs bring the ball forward through Mitch Wallace. Wallace marks on the great side of the stand wing. So he's going to be forced to kick long down the line. Noble's there. Tim English trying to take the mark. Pendlebury falls out the back to Dacos. Quainer with the ball. Lowers the eyes. Beautiful spearing kick to Elliott. Elliott looks for the big Mason Cox. What can the big American do? Looks inboard. Was it paid a mark? No, play on. I thought I would have paid that a mark. So it's the Dogs on the counter attack. Joshy Bruce looks long. Tim English with a sit, and he's taken the mark. Coast to coast football. And I thought the Pies were very unlucky going down the other way. I would have just about paid that as a mark. But it just goes to show you don't take your opportunities. That was a mark. He controlled it. It was a late spoil by the Dogs, but nonetheless, they've gone coast to coast, up the other end. Great kick by Josh Bruce to the hot spot. And they need to make him pay here, the Dogs. So Tim English comes in, kicks through the footy, and makes no mistake. And the Doggies go out to a 23-point lead here at the MCG. Western Bulldogs leading 9-6-60 to the Magpies 5-7-37. And I've got one viewer at the moment. Love to know who you are. Fan engagement is what we're after here on Winston Sports Media. So the Dogs with back-to-back goals. They tap it down, Treloar. They kick the ball long to the Dogs. Front and centre, handball over the top. Inboard, Quainer cuts it off. Bailey Dale gets the kick. Oh, it's touched on the line by the Pies. By Majdon. Tell you what, it would have been heart-sinking stuff there if the Doggies had got that goal. They would have been up by 5. So 24 points. This is danger time for the Pies. They're going to try and have to get a late goal here in the third quarter. So kicks long. English pushes out his opponent. But it's good. It's paid a mark. So Timmy English kicks it long. Ball comes out over the top. The Bontempelli. Handballs to Liberatore. But Moore, I tell you what, Moore is a great player. And it's the Dogs. Bailey Dale picks the footy up. Oh, but great tackle by Jamie Elliott. Should have got rid of the ball quicker there, was Bailey Williams. But it's a terrible kick. And the big American Pie was unable to get to the footy. In uncontested possessions, it's a tale of tonight's game, 243 to 148. And time in forward half, 66% of the Dogs to 34 for the Magpies. We've got 2 people who are joining in. Please drop a comment in the comments box. I would appreciate it. Let me know what you think of tonight's game. So it's the Magpies. Chip ball, Taylor Adams on the defensive 50. Lowers the eyes. Average kick into the middle. And they've turned it over again to the Pies. Martin. Good kick. And it's Aaron Norton on the 50-metre line. I reckon the boy has got the talent to kick the distance. Tell you what, I love that hairstyle by the young man. So Norton, similar position as the last kick. And I'm not sure what he did there, but the ball is out on the full. It was touched off the boot, was it? So the Dogs, can they get the last laugh here? Lockie Hunter on the left boots, but he spread it out on the full. And we've got 1 viewer. I must be breaking records tonight on a Friday night footy. But this is what it's all about for me, getting better at my craft. Very hard to continuously talk after many, many hours of doing so. But nonetheless, this is what I want to do for a career one day. It's probably one of the hardest industries to get into, but you just never know. You know, passion and desire will get the end result. That's what I believe. So it's 3/4 time here at the MCG. It's the Dogs who lead 97-61 by 24 points. Collingwood 5-7, 37. So we'll go to the stats. I'm just bringing that up now. So we'll go to team stats first. So it's complete domination by the Dogs. 345 disposals to 245. Kicks, 184 to 146 in advantage of the Dogs. Handballs, 160, 199. Inside 50. This is the tale of tonight's game. 52 inside 50s to the Pies, 27. Disposal efficiency, 75 to Collingwood, 69. Free kicks, Dogs, 17 to 14. Hit outs. The Pies are actually winning in that stat line, 35-15. But as you can see clearly, it's the Dogs with the upper hand. We'll go to some of the player stats. And leading tonight so far is Marcus Bontempelli with 24. Taylor Adams for the Pies with 14. Jack Crisp off the halfback line has 15. So does Callum Daniel for the Dogs. Josh Dunkley, 22 disposals. Tim English, which I think he's played a pretty good game so far, 13 disposals. Lockie Hunter, 23. Limpinski, 22. Jack McRae, 27. And I'll tell you what, John Noble's having a good game with 18. Pennebury, 21 for the Pies. And Bailey Smith with 28. So all round a good performance by the Dogs. I actually did tip the Dogs by 47 in my Windows prediction video. So all these videos I'll be making in the future, well, currently I'm going to go hard with the YouTube. So you've got Windows Winners, which is a tipping prediction, 5 or 6 minute show. I've got Tiger Talk, so that's my view on the Richmond Tigers. And obviously I'll be commentating one game a week. So I hope to really build up this channel. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. It means the absolute world to me. And I'm trying to keep the dream alive while I'm over here in Sweden. Well, it's 3/4 time. I'll be back shortly. I'm just going to go grab a glass of water and perhaps maybe a toasty while I'm up and about. So join me in about 5 minutes. Don't even have a watch. Join me in 5 minutes, and I'll see you guys shortly. Welcome back to the last quarter. I've missed the first 3 minutes, but there's been no change to the score other than one behind to each side. So it's the Dogs kick long and Aaron Norton. He plays on, puts it to the top of the square. Bontempelli. Too strong for his opponent there. Great play by the Dogs. And I'll call it now. This is to seal the big win for the Doggies. I'd love to know who's watching me. Nonetheless, it's the public. If you don't want to engage, that's fair enough. Anyway, Bontempelli, probably with the 3 Brownlow votes tonight as well, comes in. Oh, God, he's absolutely sprayed it to the left. I was pumping him up there, the big Bont. So Darcy Moore and the Pies read the side or release. So Moore brings that in, kicks long. Tim English with a tap down. Liberatore with the handball over the top. And the ball trickles out over the boundary line in front of Lachlan McNeil. So ball thrown in. Cox taps the ball to the advantage, but it's the Dogs to get there first. And they're messing around with it. So Dacos to Mason Cox, but it's a free kick to the Magpies. Jack Crisp chips the ball. And Pendlebury takes the mark, plays on. Kicks long. Boy, do they need a goal here, the Magpies. De Goey. And he's missed again. We've got 2 people watching the live stream. I haven't had much success for my first live Friday night football match, but nonetheless, I'm here commentating it. So it's the Pies. Take the mark. Those the eyes. Elliott. No. The Dogs too good there. And Gardner takes the mark on the last line of defence and then chips the ball over to Lockie Hunter, who's absolutely accumulating the disposals tonight. Goes long. Great mark. Aaron Norton. And I'll tell you what, I love that boy's hairstyle. He looks a little bit injured here. What's he done to himself? I think cramp. And that's something that I'd love to talk about is the fact that we've gone from 16-minute quarters in 2020 to 20 minutes plus time on in 2021. So it's a big increase. The play continues. Aaron Norton doesn't know where he's running. Chips the ball. Lockie Hunter picks it up, but is tackled. And we're going to get a throw in here. So it's the Dogs by 24 points with 14 minutes to go here in the last quarter. So ball in dispute. De Goey picks it up. Tackled. Tyler Brown arches it back. Kicks long into the forward 50 line. Elliott over the top. Roving the pack was Pendlebury. Takes one bounce. Straight into the open goal. Handball in. Elliott over the top. And the Pies hit back. And they draw within 18 points. The game is still alive here in the last quarter. So you just never know. So really good play there by, you can pretty much thank Tyler Brown for that goal. Kept the ball in play, kicked long, got the ball to Pendlebury. And then Elliott, who's coming back into some form after a long injury layoff only a couple of years ago, probably takes you a full 12 months to LeGrex, g'day, mate. He's loving the commentary. There we go. G'day, Ruben. Thanks for watching. Bring me home. Get the boys involved. Last 10 minutes. I've got 2 people online. So the ball's in the middle. The goey. So I reckon Stephen Martin's been a handy pickup for the Dogs. He might only play 1 or 2 years, but he's a good player. So ball in the middle. Dacos. Out to Noble. Kicks high. Up and under. The Pies take the mark. Mychek. Looping handball over. Dacos. One way in, out the other. They kick long, the Pies. And over the back is Pendlebury. He's dropped what he should have taken. Dropped an absolute sitter. But nonetheless, the play goes on. But great pressure by the Dogs. Ball's in dispute. What's going to happen here? Good pressure by the Dogs. And the Pies get a behind. Probably should have done better in the end. And Josh Thomas kicks one to the left of the sticks. So the game's not over. 17 points here. 13 minutes to go. So it's the shortest bloke on the field who brings the ball back in. Kicks long to the members' wing. It's Darcy Moore. He tries to get the mark. Howe's kick is smothered. And we're going to get a ball in. So to anyone watching, the Northcote United boys had their back-to-back grand final victory over Trinity Willison last Sunday afternoon. And they partied like it was 1999. So it's good to see the boys doing well down at Alphington Park. So the Dogs in control here at the minute. They're just taking a little bit of time off the clock. They're in no rush here. So the Pies need to be defensively minded. Good chip kick. And I love that mullet. Looks inboard. And here come the Dogs. They're going from one wing to the next. And it's Ryan Gardner. He's going to kick long. Left boot. Jeremy Howe. Over the top. Martin. Along the ground. I know I called it before. Ring-a-ding-ding. But I think it's game over, Red Rover. So the Dogs go to a 24-point lead here at the MCG. 10-9. 69 to 6-10, 46, should I say 23. And every time, this has been the tone of the night so far. Every time Collingwood look like they're going to hit back, they've got the momentum. It's the Dogs who just keep getting that sort of circuit breaker, that next goal against the run of play. And it's pretty much been the story of the night. And look, if Steph Martin can do that, look, mainly play a role in ruck as a leading tap-out / hit ruckman, and then throwing forward and can come up with a goal a game. That's exactly what you want from a big man. Collingwood supporters looking a little bit dejected after that goal. So we go back to the middle here at the G. So ball up. So Martin got the tap down. Bontempelli attempted to pick it up. Ball in dispute. Taylor Adams picks it up for the Pies. Arches the back. Gets through traffic. Handball over. Kicks long through the big ruckman of Collingwood. Who's there for the Pies? But beautifully punched over the line by the Dogs. And that was Alex Keith. So Collingwood, boy, oh boy, do they need a goal. We've got 11:43. Oh, absolutely love this. So Isaac Quainer. We've got the Northcote United boys sending me messages. It's hilarious what they're sending me. I'm not too sure if it's fit for live commentary, but nonetheless, it's quite funny. Boys, if you're watching, please drop me a comment. That's what I want. Drop some comments on the game. That's what I appreciate, boys. So, as you can see, I've been working on the guns, boys. So it's the Dogs. Kick long. Beautiful kick. Just kept in on the inside of the boundary line. Bailey Williams with the footy. Williams, well-timed kick. Kicks long. Bruce couldn't take the mark. And it's Howe for the Pies. Left boot. Kicks long down the line. Mason Cox. Good, strong hands. Now, the Pies are going to have to arch their back. They're going to have to move on play quick here. There's only 10.5 minutes to go. So the American Pie kicks long. Oh, but great mark there to the Dogs. And they're in no rush here, the Dogs. They can sense that if they just play the clock and take control of the game, this game is theirs to be won as we count down to the 10-minute mark of the last quarter. So Treloar in and under. Liberatore kicks the ball. John Noble picks it up for the Pies. Oh, that's an ugly kick off the side of the boot, but it might just stay in play. Yes, it does. And Tyler Brown, the son of Gavin Brown, goes inboard. Risky play, Bontempelli. John Noble again. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, they just dropped the mark. Under pressure. Here come the Dogs. Bequainer gets the kick out. Ball in dispute. Pies need to get a goal here. Who will pick it up? Caleb Daniel. Dogs keep possession. And they're going to kick it left boot. But it's a shocker. It's off the side of the boot. Does it stay in? No, it's out. And we've got 9 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here on the clock. And I'm just looking at a few Ruben, I love you, mate. Absolutely loving your comments on the DMs, mate. So the Pies. So the Dogs just in total control here. Jack McRae lowers the eyes, and there is absolutely no rush here. As you can see, they're just playing a defensively sound game at the moment, the Dogs. So Josh Bruce got the footy. A little bit disappointed with Joshy Bruce's game tonight. Kicked the one goal, but potentially could have kicked 3 or 4. Kicks long. And it's the big ruckman for the Pies. So Brody Grundy with the footy. Chip ball. They go through the middle. Will they play on? They're going to go. That's it. They're going to go through the middle. So it's going to be a long kick. Arches the back. Kicks long. No play. Able to take it. Good. Here comes the Pies. Pendlebury. Treloar. Hoskin Elliott. And then to Elliott. Top of the square. Mason Cox. Unable to take it. And the Dogs rebound yet again through Bailey Williams. And Bontempelli, was that a mark? No. It's going to be a free kick to the Pies for too high. Absolutely love it. Loving the inboxes, boys. Drop a comment on the live video about the footy. So to the top of the square. Collingwood need a goal here. Elliott, the ball's through. Is it a goal or is it touched? It looked like a goal in live play, but I've got no idea, to be honest. Nah, hit the post. 1 point only. Yeah, Ruben, what did I think of the Tigers? I thought Carlton were gallant in defeat. I think the Tigers did what they had to do. I thought Dustin Martin, when the game was there to be won, there's the AFL and then there's the MFL, which is the Martin Football League. He just took it to the next level. But I like the game of Shai Bolton as well. He does some freakish things. I reckon he could win a Brownlow one day. I know that's a big call, but he's got that freakish kind of game. He's got the capacity to do things that other players can't. I like the game of Daniel Rioli as well. Who else was good for the Tigers? I thought Grimes was good for the Tigers. To be honest, a good all-round game by the Richmond Footy Club. Jack Graham, yeah. Boy, did he turn on. How many disposals did he get? 30. Help me out here. 34, maybe. If you're interested, I'm actually, after I finish commentating today's video, I'm going to be doing a match review. I'll be dropping that video. So make sure you give that one a like and a share and all that kind of stuff. As Elliott gets chased down. Yeah, Jack Graham played a great game. So you think it's beyond the Pies now? With only 5 minutes 44 and counting on the clock, the Dogs lead by 22 points. And I just want to say to the United boys, congratulations on going back to back. I think it's a great effort, and you should be proud. To be honest, I'm spewing I couldn't be there for the after-match celebrations, but perhaps when I get back to Melbourne, I can even commentate the cricket on the weekly if it means me getting better, and the boys are happy for me to do so. So we go back live into play, and good mark there taken by the Pies through Jordan Roughead. Roughead kicks long, looks for Mason Cox. Good strong mark. He's looking to offload. Kicks long, lowers the eyes. And this is what I mean. They just keep – this is what they're going to do better, Collingwood. So Caleb Daniel, the smallest bloke on the field, and they're going to settle the Dogs, and they're going to counter-attack now. But they don't really have to rush. They kick long through Alex Keith. Bruce takes the mark. Good build-up by the Dogs here. Chip ball. Over to Treloar. And there you go. Look, that's how much the Pie supporters love Treloar. They were actually clapping him just then. So I'm getting a few messages coming through. Yeah, Swedish Mrs. is good, my friend. Good to reconnect and all that kind of stuff. So can't complain, mate. Been here for what, two months, just over 2 months now, mate. So I reckon the only chance I've got from coming back to Melbourne this year, if Richmond look like they're going to make the granny and there's no quarantine, expect Winnow to be on the flight back home to Melbourne, straight to the NCG, essentially. So that's about the only chance. You boys, I tell you what, the Northcote United boys are loose. But I love yous. Yous are loose. So it looks like a Bulldog victory here. DeGoey kicks long. Mason Cox, too big, too strong, and too Texas, if you ask me. He would have had quite a few stakeout burgers at the Lone Texas Rangers steakhouse somewhere in outback Texas. So this, to make the scoreboard a little bit more respectable, comes in. I tell you what, Mason Cox is a dead-eye dick when it comes to kicking for goal. So it's the Dogs. It's the Dogs by 16. Is the game alive? Well, I suppose. Yeah, there's 2 minutes 44 to go. Takeaway food. Very similar to Australia, mate. They got like Uber Eats and all those sort of delivering companies, the courier ones. What was the next question? Let's have a look. Who are Richmond's biggest threat? I think Port Adelaide. Port Adelaide, if you look how unlucky they were last year to lose in the prelim, very unlucky to lose that. I think, they've added Alir as well. You got to remember, he was very unlucky not to play in the 2016 grand final for the Swans. He got injured in that prelim, and he's had a few injury concerns over the last few years. But Port Adelaide, they're going to obviously have a lot of games at home. They've got a good blend of senior list players, so sort of blokes around, between 28 and 33, i.e. Boak's 32, Robbie Gray's 32. Then, you look at Sam Powell-Pepper, hard in and under midfielder. And, you look at their backline. I think Port Adelaide will be finishing top 4 and probably are Richmond's biggest threat as far as, premiership contention. But we go back live here. Can Treloar, Darcy Moore, keeps it in? No, he doesn't. So, Port Adelaide will be Richmond's biggest threat. I think Geelong are going to win a lot of games this year as well. But I think Geelong will win a lot of games. But my biggest concern with Geelong is, can they win a big final at the G? And I don't think against the Tigers that they can. If Richmond are up and about, I don't think they can. Yes, they are. I'll tell you what, if the Blackmore Moors were over here, you'd be setting all sorts of records, I reckon. Young, fit, slick blokes like yourselves. Just whip out the cricket bat and hit a few sixes, mate. You'll be right. Love you, boys. Love you. Liberatore. Handball over. This to cap it up for the Dogs. It's on the full. So it's going to be the Doggies who start the 2021 season in style. We know what they did back in 2016, and they've still got those core groups of players who are more senior than they were back then. And you just feel that if they can get on a bit of a roll, that this year might be their time to shine. One of the best midfields in the competition. And I think tonight's showing that Collingwood will struggle this year. The beers are good. There's a beer called, if you Google Falcon, Falcon, which is a Swedish lager. That's my favourite so far. And they come in half a litre size. So, they're really good. Can't say the other stuff. Got to be good there. Let's have a look. So the Dogs pick it up. Callum Daniel pops it in the forward line. Runny marks the ball, but too little too late. Quainer, handball over. And there goes the siren. And Adam Treloar gives the crowd a fist pump in jubilation. That's the Dogs with a big 16-point victory here in round 1, 2021 v Collingwood. DeGoey looks dejected in the middle of the ground. Mitch Wallace played a good game. Norton played a good game. I thought Darcy Moore was Collingwood's best player. But I think the Pies are going to struggle this year. But nonetheless, it was a good game of football. And I'll tell you what, I've enjoyed watching the first 2 games of the season. It's been really good. And I suppose the idea of these live streams is me continuing to get better, continuing to stay relevant within football. And it's really good because I've really got the time to do it. And I'm going hard with the writing. I'm going hard with the commentary. I'm going hard with the video content. And, I'm not getting a ton of views at the moment, but for me, it's about the process and working out what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and being proactive and not sort of feeling sorry for myself because, I'm not blowing up overnight. But the number one thing for me is being consistent and constantly dropping content. So let's have a look. We've got LaGreca, Ruben. G'day, boys. I've been live for 2.5 hours, fellas. So let's have a look at the final stats. I reckon Bontempelli would have got the 3 votes tonight. McRae accumulates a lot of it, but isn't as effective. So let's see what Treloar's got to say post-game.
We've listened a little bit going forward, but there's always areas to work on after the first game. You'd be exhausted, not just physically, but probably mentally. I mean, you would have put a lot of thought into this game. You had the whole summer to think about it once the draw came out. Yeah. You're right. It was a really long build-up for me, and the last couple of weeks in particular, where it became clear that I was actually going to play, and I was kind of over the mishap that I had in the pre-season. The last couple of weeks were.
So it's good to see Treloar with a smile on his face.
Each and every one of them mean a lot to me. So, all the players in the field down there, obviously. So it's nice that one's over. How do you feel physically? I mean, the longer going back to the 20-minute quarters, less rotations. Looked like everyone was out in their feet there at the end. Yeah. Physically, I'm right. I'm just kind of adjusting to the new system, and obviously being at the Western Bulldogs, and trying to find my way a little bit. So whatever I can do, to help the team no matter where I'm playing, that's where I'm happy with. So it's been a really good start for us. So we look to build upon that. Well done, mate. Good luck, mate. Adam Treloar.
So Treloar pretty happy with his win. He's just speaking about emotionally, it was hard, both physically and mentally. And it's good to see the Pies actually clapping him. And, that's why footy's an emotional game, because sometimes it doesn't always go your way. He's actually in tears there, Treloar. So mixed emotions. He loves his old teammates and his old club, but he's jubilant with a victory. So it's a weird sort of bunch of emotions for the young Treloar. Bob Rose, my tip is Marcus Bontempelli.
Thank you, and congratulations to Bailey Smith on winning.
Bailey Smith. So Bailey Smith wins the Charlie Sutton medal.
Now, please welcome the captain of the Western Bulldogs, Marcus Bontempelli, to accept the Rollers Cup and safety works.
So Bontempelli collecting the trophy.
I'll be brief. Huge honour for us to to win the Robert Winstone Cup. It's been a couple of years for us, so nice to have it back. To the Collingwood boys, great match right to the end. Fought it out, should be very proud. To our mob, well done. Just have to continue on that path. To everyone here tonight, it's great to have fans back. Love hearing you, so thank you. Take care, all the best. Appreciate it.
So there we have it. So the Doggies victorious by 16 points here on Friday Night Football. 10-9-69 to 7-11-53. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage from Winston Sports Media. Just before I go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. I'll be dropping a ton of content, so I'll just repeat it one more time. I'll be doing one live commentary every single week. I'll be doing Winnow Cam. That's where I just sit here and cheer for the Tigers, basically, and engage with the fans and give you my thoughts, on the Tigers. Also, I'll be dropping Winnow's Winners, which is simply a prediction video. And I'll also be dropping a ton of content with Tiger Talk. And also, the last one is I'll be making videos about my upcoming trip to Stockholm here in Sweden on my 33rd birthday. So if you're interested and you want to get behind a good lad, well, I hope I'm a good lad. I'd like to think I'm a good lad. Please subscribe to the channel. Love yous all. And I hope you've enjoyed the commentary of Winston Sports Media's live AFL Friday Night Football. Have a great weekend ahead and take care.